The next step after creating your armature of your sculpture is to cover your aluminum foil with Model Magic. But before you can do that, you want to make sure that you posed your person in the position that you want them to be standing or sitting or however you will have them posed. My sculpture is based off of one of my favorite artists named Frida Kahlo. And so I have her standing with her arm out. She's going to be holding a paintbrush. And she used to walk with a cane because she had an injury when she was young. So I have her other hand here and she'll be resting on a cane. So to cover this with Model Magic, we're going to use a little rolling pin, and we want to flatten it out so we have a thin layer of Model Magic to cover our sculpture with. So just like you're making cookies, you want to roll out your Model Magic to a nice thin layer, and we're going to be taking pieces of this and covering our sculpture with it. And you'll probably need more than one package of Model Magic to do this, but we're going to just start with one first. And I'm just rolling it out nice and thin. I don't want it to be too thick. It'll be nice and easy to work with. Okay, so after you roll it out, you want to just kind of tear off a section. And you're going to start covering one part of your armature at a time. So I'm going to start with the head, and I'm going to just kind of tear off a smaller piece, and I'm just covering the aluminum foil armature with the Model Magic, and it blends together pretty nicely just using your fingers. But we are going for a thin layer of the Model Magic on top of your foil armature. Okay, and Model Magic is really pretty easy to work with. It's very soft, it's easy to mold, and it dries. It's just air dry, so it takes about probably overnight for it to completely dry. So after I did the head, and I just kind of smoothed things out as much as I can with my thumbs, I'm just moving to the next section. So I took another piece and I'm going to the arms. Make sure you connect your sections. Okay, you want to cover up all of the foil and just kind of take your time covering each section at a time. And you want to keep doing this until all of your foil is covered. So just take a little piece at a time, especially when you get to the smaller areas of your sculpture. You don't want to roll out the whole sheet and then, you know, cover it with a whole sheet. That's not going to work very well. So just one little piece at a time. Okay, and you're just smoothing with your fingers as you go. Just kind of squishing it down. And the nice thing about Model Magic is after it dries, we can paint it, we can add more materials onto it, and it's a really nice sculpting material to work with. So you're going to keep going until you have covered your entire figure.